There's an old expression, popular among the RCMP, that goes something like this. The outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man.
If you learn to understand a horse and you learn to work with them and you learn to make them work for you and produce, you have formed a partnership and a team between you.
When Fred Rasmussen talks about the bond between Mountie and horse, there is no better authority.
That's a boy. That's a boy.
Rasmussen was born in Denmark and can trace his love of horses back to his earliest haircuts, when the barber was his father.
He had one of these old clippers and so on. And the only way I could do my hair was to bring a horse outside the window so I could sit and look at the horse, and then he was able to do my hair. I recall anything I wanted to play with had to do with horses, whether there was harness, saddles, or anything else like that. Oh, oh.
When he was 21, Rasmussen was drafted into the Danish Army Mounted Unit. After his stint, he worked as a stable master before coming to Canada in 1950.
Canada.
In 1952, he applied to the RCMP and was accepted as special constable for the training of horses.
No.
And then, 5 years later, after becoming a Canadian citizen, he officially joined the RCMP and was put in charge of training stallions.
I'm one with a horse. I'm working for a period of time. Just give me enough time with that particular horse, and he think like me and I think like him, type of thing.
Rasmussen's soulmate on this day is Draco, a 3-year-old stallion at the Fairhill Farm in Aylesford.
Canter. I can see if a horse is going just about ready to go into some kind of a fit, throw somebody off and so on, just by looking at them. It's a feeling that comes within yourself. Slow. Cut that out. You've got an animal that is being used as a subject for sculptures, for pictures, for paintings, you name it. The brilliance and the splendor of a horse you just cannot find in any other animals.
And nowhere is that splendor more evident than in the world-famous RCMP musical ride, which Rasmussen commanded for 3 years in the 1970s. But of all his accomplishments, none can match his training of 2 horses, Burmese and Centennial, which he presented as gifts to the Queen of England.
I had an hour and a half ride with her in Windsor Park the day after I presented Centennial, and it was an experience. A lot of people that get quite excited about seeing her or maybe shake hand with her, but I had it to myself for an hour and a half. It was memorable.
And it was apparently special for the Queen as well, because upon Fred Rasmussen's retirement from the force in 1978, he heard from her.
The Queen has heard of your recent retirement from the RCMP and has told me to write to send you her best wishes for the future. She has additionally signed this photograph for you, taken at the time Centennial was presented to Her Majesty in 1977, and with it come her very best wishes. Burmese and Centennial continue to perform well, a lasting credit to the training that they received at your hands.
There's other organizations that have tried to get a photograph signed by her, but Her Majesty do not give away autographs.
So you must be very proud of that picture.
Yeah, it's definitely a special memento.
And Rasmussen's relationship with Queen Elizabeth resumed in 1992.
I was called up to Ottawa for the unveiling of the statue that is now standing on the east side of Peace Tower in Ottawa.
That's a statue of the Queen?
Yeah, on Centennial. She recognized me as being someone that she had seen and had been around, and I saw her the puzzle in her face, and she said, I said, yes, Your Majesty, I had the honor of training Burmese and Centennial. And she said, "Oh, yes, Staff Rasmussen." So we had a nice chat. But it was nice. In fact, she said, she said, "Centennial is doing splendid." She said, "I just let him out this morning." And I thought, that's neat. The Queen is coming reporting to me that she's looking after my horse for me. This has been my hobby. This has been my life's work. It's like the farm. When you take him away from the farm, he dies. If I hadn't known the love and the enjoyment of horses, I would have died a poor man.
Someone once said that man was born to be a slave, but a horse makes him feel like a king. If that's true, then it's been a lifetime of royalty for Fred Rasmussen.